Hello beautiful people, I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry and I am back today with another video. Today's video will be taking a look at your connection and your person, how they're feeling about you and the connection, and also we'll take a look at their intentions and future actions within this connection. So take a look at these three piles. If you're drawn to one pile, that most likely is the pile that has the most messages for you. You can in fact be drawn to all three. Nothing wrong with that. You can certainly take a listen. Now if you like any of the jewelry I'm wearing today, you can visit my shop at prairievintagejewelry.com. We do have a back to school special there for anyone who is interested. And yeah, so we'll see you guys back here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. See you guys shortly. Hello, pile number 3. I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry, and today's reading, did I just say pile number 3? Pile number 1. Well, maybe pile number 3 is my pile. We'll see. Pile number 1. Thank you for joining me today. I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry, and if you pick this heart, then pile number 1 is your pile. We'll be taking a look at messages from Spirit regarding how your person is feeling about you and the connection. We'll take a look at their intentions and their future actions. Now, if you like the jewelry I'm wearing today, please visit my shop at prairievintagejewelry.com. And we do have a back to school special, so take advantage of that. We will be doing some advice cards, some messages from your person, and then we'll also be doing some charms. So Spirit, can we take a look at pile number 1's person and their feelings for pile number 1 and this connection? Thank you, Spirit. We are very grateful. Also, pile number 1, I am super thankful and grateful that you are allowing me to tap into your energy of you and your person. Thank you so much. So we have 2 cards pop out right away. We'll flip them over. We do have the Magician in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the Lovers in the middle. We have the 2 of Wands. And then we've got the Star. I'm just moving these over. So I got 3 major arcanas on the board here. Clarifying the Magician in reverse, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the King of Cups, clarifying the 8 of Swords in reverse. For the Lovers, we've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. Lots of 2s here, guys. And then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. And we'll take the ones that flipped over here. Okay, well, Queen of Wands wanted to show herself. So we will take the Queen of Wands, we'll take the Creator, and the 6 of Wands as well. Clarifying the Star. All right, we'll put these like that. We'll pick up some bottom of the deck energy here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune does speak of cycles and loops. I am picking up, before I read these cards, an energy of, let me actually put this more centered so you guys can see this. I am picking up an energy of kind of the end of, or at least a boiling point. A decision has to be made. That's what I'm picking up. Like there is no more loops and cycles. Someone wants to cut all loops and cycles and get on with making a decision of some sort within this connection. So I'm picking that up from Spirit. If that's not resonating for you, this may not be your pile. Okay, so the presence of these 2s, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 2 of Swords in reverse, and then we have the 2 of Wands upright. 2s are speaking of choices, options, decisions that need to be made. So certainly feeling this heavy energy that there is a choice that someone needs to make. They're burying their head in the sand, and most likely I'm picking up that a lot of you guys are probably the ones that are waiting on someone to make a decision within this connection. And you're now kind of either putting an ultimatum or pushing your person to make a decision. So with the Magician in reverse here, this does speak of someone who is manipulating possibly a situation for their liking, or controlling a situation to favor them, possibly at the expense of another. So I do sense that your person may have been a little bit on the manipulative side, mostly because of maybe fears that were going on that were caused by their anxiety or their self-limiting type beliefs within this connection. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, though, it does speak of someone breaking free from their restrictions and their frustrations with their limitations, but sometimes it could mean a forced breaking free. So not really that they've truly uncovered what falsities they were telling themselves, or an understanding of, you know, why they were limiting themselves, but more of a forced sort of move that has to be made, that they have to break free out of these restrictions or limitations in order to move forward. Now I do see that this King of Cups clarifying the Eight of Swords in reverse is potentially your person not being able to fight their emotions. So they are having these very deep emotions for you. There is deep love here from your person towards you. Again, this is if you are the person, you know, coming in wanting your person to make a decision. I am feeling deep emotions, almost to the point where this person now can no longer put up their boundaries or any sort of limitations that they had within this connection, and that the choice of, I guess, deciding between this connection and whatever was their other choice, they have pretty much concluded that the choice is going to be this connection, and you specifically within this connection is what they want to choose for themselves. The Two of Pentacles does speak of, you know, balancing things out. Sometimes it could speak of being spread thin. In this deck, it does speak of harmony and judgment, or balance and harmony. And I just feel like with it in reverse, that there hasn't been a lot of balance within this connection, and this person has been now forced, obviously, to choose you within this connection in order to bring balance to the connection. With the Lovers card here, this does speak of union, harmony, decisions, a choice to be made towards love. And the fact that it is upright, I do see a positive decision being made towards love. With the Two of Swords in reverse as well, I could speak of you know, having to make a decision, burying your head in the sand, a choice that needs to be made. With it in reverse generally means a decision has been made or come to some sort of decision or conclusion. Now, this person, though, is considering what the future, you know, of this connection would look like with you. They are contemplating what the future holds, and this for them is really what they want to see manifest, is where can this all go? You know, how can they take this connection with you, and where does it, you know, where will it kind of end up? So they do have hope for a future within this connection. The Six of Cups in reverse for me is really talking about childhood, reminiscing, and memories, reconciliation, that type of stuff with, you know, childhood friends and relationship and connections, and really just missing one. But the fact that it is in reverse, I just feel like this person is really fighting their emotions. You know, they are really taking themselves back to why they fell in love with you or have these deep emotions for you, and this is really driving them to plan for the future, or what they want for themselves within this connection. And there is a lot of hope, there is a lot of, you know, wishes in their eyes that this connection can really be a potential with you. Now we do have, clarifying the star, the Queen of Wands, the Creator, and the Six of Wands. I do feel like this is your energy coming through here with your person. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's driven, who knows what she wants. I say she, but again, Queen of Wands can definitely be just an energy, male or female, but coming through as a female energy here. And really this speaks of someone who is determined in moving forward with oneself, And I do believe that your person can see you moving forward within your own space. With the creator, it's really about moving forward, but being able to create your own future, your own world, essentially. And the fact that the creator card in this deck says no when you're pulling a yes or no type tarot, the no is just you are no longer, you know, going to be a decision or an option or a choice if this person continues down these loops and cycles and decides not to choose you. With the Six of Wands, it speaks of victory, being victorious, triumph, and that sort of thing. So I do feel like your person is wanting to choose you because they do sense that you'd be potentially moving on and being successful within your own life with them, with or without them. The Six of Wands, though, is generally also could be a quick energy. So maybe you're entering a period of time where you are able to showcase some of your independence, your ability to move forward without this individual, and they do pick up on the energy and that they are now deciding that now is the time to make a decision, and they have decided you know, that they do want to move forward with this connection. So that's how they're feeling right now. We will take a look at this person's intentions and see if their intentions resemble anything about how they're feeling. So Spirit, can we get pile number one's person's intentions in this connection? Thank you very much. If this isn't resonating, guys, you can jump to pile number 2 or pile number 3. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Magician again in reverse. And we have the Two of Swords coming up again in reverse. And we have the Six of Cups. That is in reverse as well. So 3 of these cards have come up. And I am shuffling, as you can see. Your person's intentions are certainly matching their feelings. We have the Ace of Wands upright. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Magician here, Spirit? The Two of Cups in reverse. Why is the Two of Swords here, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune, that also came up. Why is the Six of Cups here in reverse, Spirit? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, and clarifying the Ace of Wands, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what I do see is the same energy we were picking up with their feelings. We do get a little bit more information here, though. With the Seven of Swords, I do feel like this person is feeling like, because of the way they manipulated the connection or the way they were controlling the situation to get their outcome, they kind of feel like maybe they slighted you in the past, and that there is a need to obviously make a decision and to choose this connection. And they feel as though the same way, like we were explaining with the you know, this reconciliation memories type thing, like if they don't make a decision, they can lose a potential, but the big driver is what they've already shared with you. So they're really reminiscing in what you guys have shared together, and it's really driving them to make this decision despite their actions in the past of how they might have been manipulative or been controlling in the situation. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here in reverse, I just get the sense that this person may at one point not have wanted to commit, but if they were committing to you, that they felt as though the connection probably wouldn't sustain itself with the Two of Cups in reverse. They, in the past, were potentially holding themselves back with those limitations that we saw with the Eight of Swords in reverse. That was kind of their mindset, that they would be giving up their independence and that the connection wouldn't really last in their mind as to something that they really wanted, which is why they were kind of indecisive or not making decisions. So their intentions now is knowing what they know, you know, to end these loops and cycles. They really have to move forward with a decision, and they really, you know, are looking at what they want. With the Nine of Cups really is this wish fulfillment, happiness, but it's in reverse here because they know that, you know, not giving in to this connection or moving forward with it, they won't really get what it is that they want, which is a new beginning, you know, a new beginning, inspired beginning, a new spark within this connection to move forward within this connection, and with some reconciliation. So their intent is to reconcile. You know, the Three of Pentacles, threes could definitely be speaking about creating something, you know, bigger than they would on their own with another individual. So they do want to collaborate. They do want to create, you know, this relationship or work on this connection with you. That is their intentions. I really see like they're wanting to put the past kind of behind them, and I do sense that they understand maybe that they have been a little bit manipulative, or at least trying to drive the narrative of where they wanted this connection to go more in the past towards their favor. And now they decide, or at least their intentions are showing that they want to decide to move forward with, you know, within this connection and give it a chance, really driven by all of the past memories and history that you guys have shared in the past. So that's their intentions. We're going to take a look at their actions and see if their actions match any of their intentions. So Spirit, for pile number 1, can we see their person's intentions, or sorry, their actions within this connection? What will the actions be for pile number 1's person? So we've got the Eight of Wands, speaks of speed and news. I was picking up that they wanted to drive forward with that Ace of Wands and that Three of Pentacles quickly. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. And we've got Judgment. And why is the Eight of Wands here, Spirit? And Six of Cups coming out for the 3rd time in reverse. Yeah, there's something here about a history that you guys have shared. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have been together for quite some time. Possibly have a family together. There is history here for sure. At least in their mind's eye, there's too much to let go of. Okay, so we got the King of Cups, we got the Devil, and these are the action cards, and we got the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then clarifying the Judgment card here. We've got the King of Swords, so lots of court cards here. Now I am picking up that there is a lot of noise around your connection with other energies, potentially people who might be talking to your person or just giving your person maybe some advice, maybe kind of meddling in this connection. Usually when we see court cards, knights are under. Usually it's most likely personality types, but because we're seeing kings, I am picking up heavy male energy. So potentially your person has a lot of male friends that hang out in a group, I'm picking up, or go out to just kind of socialize, and maybe your person's getting a lot of ideas from these individuals, or actually having an awakening is what your person's having, an awakening of what they have. So they want to move in with this connection. Their actions show moving in with speed, coming in, or despite the fact that they feel like they're not in the position to provide stability. Stability such as, you know, a father type stability, you know, home, family, that type of thing. But they do want to move in and, you know, and drive some of this. They are feeling like they don't really have a lot to offer at this point in time, but they're really being driven by the Six of Cups that's in reverse here. Almost like they'll lose out on you know, the connection that you guys have had that means so much to them, the history here that they have with you, despite not being able to come in with big offering. And because we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like, I feel like this person has been very much all over the place when it comes to this connection, in and out, hot and cold. They really realize that that's what's been going on. They've had this awakening. They've kind of, I guess, discussed a lot of what they were experiencing with other, I guess, their friends, with other males, with other people in their network. And they've really decided that, you know, they want to come in to drive this connection with you, and they don't want to lose, like, this is just really important. Spirit keeps saying losing the history or losing that connection that means so much to them that you guys have shared in the past. With the King of Cups here, you know, I do feel like there is obviously deep emotions, and even though their devil attitude still remains, and with the action card, the devil card still showing this fear, right? This fear of not being able to provide. It's still there, you know, that they feel like they want to be honest, but it's difficult for them because they are scared. But I do see them stepping forward with honesty, despite how it may hurt, you know, and the honesty hurting really is, I cannot, you know, maybe be the father type or provide you the stability, but I still want to make a go of this connection, right? So these cutting words, clarity and judgment coming in with, you know, all honesty, with logic, but either which way they want to come in with communication, and despite their devil energy here. So that is what I'm seeing for their future actions. Now, I do want to clarify here with these oracle cards, just a little deeper insight as to how your person's energy really regarding this situation at this time. So we have protection, we have anger, we have magic, we have intuition, and we have cleanse. Okay, well, it's interesting that cleanse came right above judgment. I do feel like your person wants to have a cleanse of the connection. With the Wheel of Fortune again that came up twice, it's really, they want to put an end to the loops and cycles. Despite this devil energy, again, the anger, you know, they've been really in this protective stance. The Eight of Swords, which has been there, putting these limitations on what they were willing to do within the connection, but they've decided that, you know, it's not a place that they want to be anymore. Despite having those very scary emotions, they are listening to their intuition. And I do like these two cards together with the magic and the intuition. They know that there's something magical about this connection, that it is something that they cannot just walk away from, and they are listening to their intuition despite, you know, fears and limitations. They are having this deep awakening as to what this connection means and what they want to bring forward. So yeah, the oracle cards pretty much confirm the tarot cards here from what I see. Now we will pull some love and, I guess, I don't want to say hate, but hope cards. So really the love and hope will show us what your person is really liking or loving within this connection, about this connection, or about you. So it could very well be characteristics about you that this person really loves, is attracted to, or it could be something within this connection that's really this person's, you know, drive towards staying or moving towards staying within this connection. So Spirit, what do we have here for pile number one's person? So unspoken bond. So yeah, we did see that with magic, you know, and the intuition. There is an unspoken bond between you and your person. This also does tie back to the Six of Cups that we were seeing, this history, this bond that you guys have. It's just a beautiful bond that goes very deep, and they can't really turn away from that. Now, what is holding your person back, or what do they not like about either pile number one's characteristic or about this connection? What's holding them back? What don't they like? Dependent. So yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles we were seeing, your person wasn't really wanting to either commit because they didn't want this dependency or be dependent within a connection and kind of have the freedom to, you know, do what it is that they want to do. It was very difficult, or at least it still is very difficult for a person to make that commitment. But, you know, that's really the biggest setback or holdback that your person has been having within this connection. So yeah, that does clarify what we were seeing with the tarot. So messages from your person before we get some charms, and then we'll get into the advice. So Spirit, what does pile number one's person want to tell them? If they were to tell them anything, what does pile number one's person want to say to pile number one? We'll pull 3 cards. I do feel like there's 2 here. Yep, they want to come together. We might as well pull 1 more since those 2 kind of wanted to come out. I love sharing music with you. Well, that's beautiful. So your person is obviously into music. Maybe you guys share music together. I'm starting to understand our connection. So they are having that awakening. Obviously, the discussions, I guess, with their peer group has really maybe made them awaken to what they actually had within this connection. I know that you're hurt. So this is coming up from that Magician in reverse, that maybe they've manipulated the situation or that they've hurt you. You know, I don't feel like there was a malicious intent on hurting you, but I do feel like they were manipulating the situation in a way that was very much favoring an outcome that they wanted, and they realized that this has hurt you. Maybe there's some mending that they have to do in order to get you back on board, and then I need to focus on myself right now. So your person is coming out of this energy of, you know, limitations. I can't do it, to let me gather myself, let me focus on me in order to make the decision to move forward within this connection. They really need to gather their strength within themselves, and I feel like they have been focusing a lot on themselves. So if you notice they pulled away, maybe there's been some distance between you and your person. That was them really focusing on themselves, and since energy's in influx, I do sense that they are coming around quite quickly with the 8 of Wands that we saw, to move forward and make an offering within this connection. Now, music, ironically, because I haven't pulled one of these in a while, and your person clearly loves sharing music with you, so this is great. Oh, we have Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. So maybe that song has significance. Maybe the lyrics do. Take a listen to Shallow, and maybe there's some more messages in there for you. So we will get with charms. Just give me a minute. And this may get a little bit loud, so you might want to turn down your speaker. All right. More. Right, one went flying. All right, what do we have? So we have a Christmas tree. So definitely Christmas might be significant. Maybe there's a birthday in Christmas. Maybe you guys met around Christmas time. Potentially Christmas, you guys might solidify the connection some more. Do see a bottle of champagne. So celebrations. Maybe someone likes to drink. I do see a boat. So maybe, you know, there's someone who likes to go boating or fishing or sailing. It is a sailboat. So I'll just pull these cards out. Ooh, we do have quite a bit of tarot here. I'm going to move that one down here, and we are going to read these. Okay, so we got 2 feathers here. I do feel like feathers, you know, are usually an omen from past loved ones. When you find a feather, that you're on the right path, or a message from your, you know, your ancestral spirits that might be trying to give you a message. The fact that there's 2 feathers, I just feel like you're definitely on a guided path, and your ancestors are around watching to make sure that everything kind of happens in a divinely timing with you and within this connection, because this reading is obviously about this connection. And if things are going the way they are going, just know that it is all in due timing, and it is all for a reason. That's really what these 2 feathers are coming out to say. This rope can speak of, you know, binding this connection and being always kind of connected to your person. But I do feel like what it's telling me is that your person was feeling like they were going to be tied down by committing themselves to this connection. That's really been the biggest driver, and why we were seeing, you know, that devil energy, which was the fear. And now with the tarot here, we see the moon, which speaks of fears, and the emperor, which could be a very stubborn type energy. The emperor is very orderly, but can be very much a stubborn type person. The fact that the Lovers card's coming out again means there is a choice in love that your person knows they need to make. And with the 8 of Cups in reverse, it is walking away from troublesome emotional difficulties, which is what they want to do, is walk away from anything that was causing them grief in order to make a decision that's favorable to what it is that they want in this connection. With the King of Wands, it does speak of, you know, driving forward with passion and drive and knowing what one wants. You know, even with the fear here, they're still driven to move forward with this Ace of Cups, which is this emotional new beginning. And the emotional new beginning all starts with showing themselves the, you know, the love and the attention that they're needing in order to move forward. And because we do have this Knight of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands, I do feel like your person wants to come in, make an offering to ground this connection and move forward with this 4 of Wands, which is, I don't know if I call this the 4 of Pentacles, but the 4 of Wands speaks of marriage, speaks of that solid commitment, family, home. Your person does want to come forward, does want to solidify this connection with you. This is also the 1111 card with the 4 of Wands. So for me, this signifies, you know, the twin flame and the magic connection. We were seeing this unspoken bond, this relationship that's deeper than just you know, your typical connection. So they are sensing this, they are wanting to move forward, they, despite these fears. We have the initials EG, we have the number 7, which could be July, could be significant, or the number 7 as a whole. And then we do have home, which reminds me of this 4 of Wands. So potentially they, you know, want a home with you, or they want to move in with you. Could very well be something, or maybe you guys have shared a home together at one point in time. Now we do have bike, so the bicycle could very well mean movement, and I do sense your person wants to move towards you, but can also speak of, you know, somebody who is fit, likes to, you know, not be stagnant. And I do feel like they don't want to be stagnant within this connection. Now there are circles on the bike tires, which can speak of the loops and cycles, and your person wanting to move past all the loops and cycles. And we do have this cute little mushroom, so maybe there's some psychedelics involved here, I don't know, but mushrooms could definitely mean magical things. And I do pick up that your person does feel like this connection is very magical. So that's what we have for the charms here. Let me throw this in the charm bucket, and we will pull your advice cards and see what Spirit has to say. All right. Start with the gratitude cards. A Spirit for pile number 1. Can we have some advice for pile number 1 in this connection with their person? Thank you very much. I love these cards, and I've been reading them for a while, and I always see the same one, so I'm hoping to see a new card today. What do we have here? Merriment. Okay, so this reminds me of Christmas time. The little kids playing with the top. So again, Christmas is, I'm picking up from this card, but as you can see, magic is happening in this card. It's very magical. You have like a person on a dolphin, you have a kid spinning a top with all this light coming out, you have a magical wand and a wizard. Speaking of magic, manifestation, ship, you know, bubbles, horse, just everything on here is very fantastical, like very magical. And I do get the sense of, you know, 3 of Cups, also the 6 of Cups, which is reminiscing, history, childhood, a sense of home. And I really feel like your person feels this about the connection. They feel like there's these memories, there's this magical tie. And the advice here is really just to enjoy that energy that you and your person share, and that there is more magic to be had within this connection, and that your person really wants to embrace it and accept it and just kind of go with the flow. I feel like for you, you know, like we mentioned at the beginning, being able to be independent of this connection was kind of your key to being able to move forward and wake up your person. And since your person has had this awakening, I do feel like they want to create more magical memories with you. So that is kind of the big driver, I feel. What I was picking up within the reading essentially was the magic, the ability to, you know, create more memories, and it's really what's driving your person right now. And we also have indecision. So I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So the intuition card again coming out, and this is your person really leaning on their intuition despite, again, the fears, and you using your intuition. So you really being able to read the situation. When is it time to move forward within your own self, you know, or do you give your person a chance to, you know, prove themselves within this connection? And I do feel like the intuition is guiding a lot of the indecisions that have been made in this connection. A lot of 2s, like I said at the beginning, there was like all these 2s coming out, really speaks of indecision, burying their head in the sand, not really picking one way or another. And that, you know, now's the time for your person to really step up and make a decision. So that is all I have for pile number 1. Sorry, I spoke very fast. If I was losing a lot of you guys, you might want to play me on slow speed. Usually I don't know what I say until I rewatch my videos. So hopefully that all made sense to you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd be so blessed and grateful if you subscribe to my channel. And we will see you soon. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye. Hello. If you picked pile number 2 and this beautiful heartstone, this is your reading. I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry, and if you skip the intro, we will be taking a look at your person's feelings, their intentions, and their actions within this connection. We'll be taking a look at some messages from your person, taking a look at some charms, and then some advice cards as well. And I wanted to thank pile number 2 for allowing me to tap into your energy today. Thank you so much. And for Spirit, for giving us concise messages regarding pile number 2's person. Spirit, can we get pile number 2's person's feelings regarding pile number 2 and this connection? Thank you. And we've got the 5 of Needles, which is the 5 of Swords in reverse. We've got 7 the Chariot. The 7 of Presents in reverse. And that is Pentacles. The 9 of Swords. Sorry, the 8 of Swords in reverse. And we got the Six of Candles, which is the Six of Wands. Spirit, can we clarify the Five of Swords in reverse? We got the Knight of Potions, which is the Knight of Cups. Clarifying the Chariot, we have the King of Pentacles, which is some Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy coming up. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, we've got the Queen of Cups. Clarifying the Eight of Swords in reverse, we've got Strength, which is also an 8. And then for the Six of Wands, we've got the 5, which is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the 5 of Wands. So a few 5s. So let me take a look at this. Now, I'm picking up a big challenge or big struggle within this connection. Your person is really challenged right now, and I feel like you're very challenged as well in this connection. I do feel like there was something that had happened in the past that has brought a lot of pain to this connection, and that both of you guys want to drive away from what has happened in the past. But I do feel as though it's going to take a lot of effort and energy, and I don't feel like your person has been totally open to putting in the required effort or energy into what needs to happen within this connection, despite feelings. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel like your person has been kind of stuck in a bad place when it comes to this connection, just mentally, but they're wanting to break free. And the Strength card here, clarifying this Eight of Swords in reverse, really shows me that your person is willing to break any boundary that maybe they've put or limitation within this connection and really drive past these limitations. And I do see them, you know, wanting to succeed with this connection, but I don't know that the past can be overcome as easily as maybe you guys hope. Okay, so let me read the cards. It's just kind of what I'm picking up, just kind of general energies. But with the Five of Swords in reverse, it really does speak of this, you know, this incident that happened, this challenging incident, just backed up with the Five of Candles. It is this challenging, very, almost like a backstabbing type energy that I'm picking up by an action that your person has potentially displayed in this connection. And I do feel like, you know, they're clarifying cards here with the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Just feels like despite them having the emotions that they do for you and the feelings and where the connection was at, despite all that, this incident still happened, but they want to forget about it. So only you know what this was or how this resonates, and they want to move forward with the Chariot card. And the Chariot does speak of forward movement, but they don't realize that, you know, they're going to have to put in the effort. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it just feels like they're just going to give up before anything's even, before their fruits even grow from all their efforts. For me, I'm not picking up here that there's been a lot of energy, so it's almost like they want They feel like they really want to move forward into the connection, but then they're giving up too soon and not putting any energy. They want to just dismiss anything that's happened in the past, despite the feelings. This person is a big hot mess, is what I'm really picking up here. Queen of Potions is emotions, is a very, you know, deep person when it comes to how they feel. So your person will say, I have these deep feelings for you, feel, and, you know, they want to be stable and have all this stuff. But when it comes to actions and tangible motion to actually do something that's going to ground this connection, I don't see them putting in that energy and that effort that needs to happen, you know. And even this 8 of Swords in reverse, which speaks of, you know, self-limiting beliefs, it is in reverse. It could very well mean somebody, you know, breaking free from their self-limiting beliefs with the Strength card, just reinforcing their desire, their feeling to want to pull forward with strength despite some of the limitations that they had. Again, I've done this, and this, which wasn't great, and they want to use their strength, quote unquote, to break free from these limitations that I really feel almost you put them in. So I feel like there's boundaries, there's limitations. They want to kind of move past it and be victorious in this whole thing. But what I'm really picking up from this Hierophant in reverse, I just sense that your person is really stuck in their ways. So maybe a social way of being, maybe a unhealthy habit, just a way of being that I don't feel they've given up. So they haven't given up whatever it was that is unhealthy, because it's to an extreme. I just feel like whether it's their religion to an extreme, or a belief to an extreme, or a habit, something they do to an extreme, it's just they're still in that, even though, you know, they do want to move forward with the connection, use their strength to kind of remove these barriers. But I don't see them working on or acknowledging that this is a challenge and will be a challenge to either change their habits or, you know, come to an understanding that you guys are on the same page when it comes to lifestyle. I just feel like they're on some other place. And I do feel the connection between that and the 5 of Swords, that's a reason why there was a 5 of Swords moment, is because of the Hierophant in reverse. So until they acknowledge and resolve or heal this, there may be another 5 of Swords in reverse moment, but they're not really seeing that because of the emotions. And I do get the sense from reading this that they're like, what about me, my feelings, my emotions? This is how I'm feeling. I want to move forward here with emotions and feels and give gifts and this connection. So they're feeling like they really want to make this work, but they're giving up way too soon, or at least giving up where the energy or efforts matter. Okay, so that's what I'm really picking up here for feels when it comes to your person. But we will take a look at their intentions. So I am picking up from Spirit just this person is very, I want to say self-absorbed, but that's what I was picking up. Like they're almost blind to how you might be feeling, or how what they've done might have caused you pain. That it's really what they're gonna get out of this and what they want to move forward within this connection, because they're not feeling very well about how things have ended. So Spirit, can we see pile number 2's person's intentions? So we do have the Queen of Presents, which is the Queen of Pentacles. That can represent Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit card, which also represents Virgo. So heavy Virgo presence on the board here. And we have the King of Swords. It's a lot of air energy. And we have the Page of Wands. And one more card here, the Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups, clarifying the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil in reverse, clarifying the King of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups again. Clarifying the Page of Wands, we have the Lover's card. Clarifying the Page of Presents, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is your person's intentions. Okay, so I'm picking up same energies. Your person definitely misses the stability. They're fantasizing and thinking about the stability that they had within the connection with you, being the Queen of Pentacles. That's how you're coming through here, which is a very solid mother-like energy. You know, the one that takes the kids to school, pays the bills, shows up on time, makes sure everyone's fed, clean, showered, you know, that type of energy. Your person just feels like that is, you know, what they're kind of getting lost in, is having that stability, having that type of person in their life that's able to bring this stability forward. They have, I can say, done a little bit of internalization when it comes to this connection, but at the end of the day, when you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I just feel like your person's effort or energy in what it takes is just not there, or at least they haven't been able to really step up, is what I'm saying. With the Devil in reverse, it's like they really need to drop that devil energy in order to make that first step. And I do see them having a lot of thoughts, logical thoughts on how they want to move ahead, right? Trying to get clear on what it is that they want, but they're still being driven by their emotions. I just always feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's like driven on, you know, this, oh, I feel this way. They might say, you know, I have such and such feelings for you, and I felt this and I felt that way, and I really miss, you know, how my Queen of Pentacles in my life is, and you know, I'm fantasizing about this and that and our future together. It's really about feelings. Even with this Page of Candles, which is this Page of Wands, coming in very quickly with passion and really emotional feelings I'm feeling up from this Page of Wands. It's really to come in with this communication of how they're feeling, you know, that they want to choose love and they want to choose this connection, and, you know, all the reasons why they want to choose this connection. But with this being their intentions, I do feel here with the Five of Cups, they really feel as though they know what it is that they want, and they're so focused on what it is that they want that they're kind of not really seeing the bigger picture here within this connection. And I don't think that they realize that they're the ones who are going to have to do something in order to ground this connection. So I always feel like with the Five of Cups, you know, there's somebody who's maybe focused on, their mind is focused on what it is that they think they want at the expense of maybe letting a good thing pass them by. And with the Page of Pentacles here, representing, you know, really grounding this connection and moving forward with something that's going to, you know, bring this connection forward. They're just not even considering it. They've just given up in putting any sort of effort or energy into doing that. You know, that's what I'm really picking up from their intentions. So it's kind of interesting that they themselves know that they don't want to put forward really any energy. It's more of, I feel this way, therefore this is why we should, you know, move this connection forward or get back together or get on the same page here because of how I'm feeling. So that's what I'm picking up from their intentions. We will take a look at their actions and see if this matches their feelings and their intentions. And I did forget to mention, if you do like any of the jewelry I'm wearing today, you can visit me at prairievintagejewelry.com. And we are having a back to school special right now, so you can save 30% off of all jewelry on the site. So Spirit, can we take a look at pile number 2's person's actions within this connection, please? So we do have Death in reverse. We have the Hermit coming out again, this time in reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups in the center. That's good. Again, emotions here. Ace of Swords. Okay, now we're seeing some clarity here. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, down in downward position. Clarifying death in reverse. We have the King of Cups. Clarifying the Hermit in reverse. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Clarifying the Ten of Cups. We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse. And then for the Ace of Needles, or sorry, the Ace of Candles in reverse, we got the Tower. Okay, so this is your person's actions. All right, well, we are seeing with your person's actions that they're not really wanting to let go of old ways, old habits. So again, with that way of being, that lifestyle, that social way of being, I don't know, again, like I said, if it's religion or what they enjoy doing, but they're having a hard time. Well, this is action, so they aren't really letting go. They're not taking the deep dive in order to address this part of them, despite, you know, this Ten of Cups being what it is that they want with you, and the Ten of Cups really being that ultimate joy within a connection, right? Again, a lot of cups. This person's right in their feels. I see lots of, you know, cups. You saw cups everywhere. It really is just the emotional person. They have this deep desire and this feeling of love for you that they want to act on because of how they're feeling about you in this connection. Now, we do see the Ace of Needles, which provides some clarity. They do, at, you know, some point in the future with their action cards, get inspired to act on logic, but I just feel like with the Ace of Candles in reverse, it's almost like they lose inspiration, they lose the passion or the drive. It's like they choose to want to live in this fantasy, because I feel like these two kind of counteract each other. So even though they logically think of, you know, what it is that they need to do, they kind of lose this passion or this drive in order to do what it is that they know is right, which is really addressing the root, you know, issues, I guess, or cause of how they kind of maybe fumbled within this connection. And with the King of Cups, it just again speaks of that emotional self that they have. They're very wrapped up in their feels, their emotions, how they're feeling, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, this can speak of loops and cycles. This person has gone through these loops and cycles, but it can also speak of, you know, the tides changing. And because it is under the Hermit in reverse and the Death in reverse, I just feel like this person isn't doing the work needed in order to change the tides or to change the forward momentum within this connection in order to gain their 10 of Cups. And really, at the end of the day, they're going to be left with this 4 of Cups, because your person is not putting in the effort. And this 4 of Cups in reverse just really speaks of, you know, them missing out on their 10 of Cups, having the regret, you know, having the regret really at the end of the day that they haven't put forward the energy or the effort. And that's really what this action card shows, you know. It's a challenge for them to be logical in this connection and to drive with logic. It's a challenge. This 5 of Needles, which is the 5 of Swords coming up, it's really that winning at all costs. And, you know, despite how you might be feeling about things, it's really about how they're feeling in this connection. And I think that's going to cause this Tower moment within your connection. So these future cards show a Tower moment going to happen in the future. Now, if it's already happened, because energy is fluent, and depending on where you are within this connection, but I did ask for future. So in future, we're seeing this Tower moment coming up with your person. And I do believe it's because they have not addressed their, you know, the Death in reverse and their Hermit. So I just want to pull one more clarifier here for the Tower, and then we'll pull some oracles on here to see how your person's energy is. But with the Tower, we do have the Three of Cups, and it is in reverse. So Three of Cups, when I see it in reverse, it's like overdoing their celebration. So maybe they are drinking too much, overdoing, you know, maybe their lifestyle, partying too hard. Really, this Tower moment is their lifestyle, you know, and if they continue down that, the chances of reconciliation or rebuilding this connection are very slim, or at least getting it on the right path to have this 10 of Cups. And I think that's the realization that they potentially need. And this Tower moment is needed to happen. But with that Tower moment, you know, with this Three of Cups in reverse, it really could be over partying, over celebrating. We will pick up with the oracle's energy from your person just to gain a little bit of a better insight here. So we have rejection, Spirit. How is pile number 2's person feeling here? We have stop. We have passion. Yes, I was feeling that passion for sure. And we have happiness. That's a lot of red and orange cards. Wow. Okay, there I'm consciousness. Sorry. Okay, so we have consciousness. Reinforcing the cards. I love, love, love the tarot. Love Spirit. Thank you so much for reinforcing. So with this rejection, stops, definitely the energy we're picking up here. This person is not even tapping into, you know, they're stopping short. Like I said, they're not putting the effort. They're kind of stopping before they even get started. They are feeling that rejection right now from the situation. And again, it's about how they feel. It's about me again. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling rejected. It's really, they don't really want to feel left out in the cold. And the rejection is making them feel like they need to do something about it. But what they're unaware of is something that they need to do, they're not willing to even look into, right? So there is lots of passion there. They definitely know that they're happy with you. You bring them the feels that they like. You know, there's no doubt about feelings, but I feel like that's where it stops short. And the consciousness really needs to happen here. They need to be conscious of their efforts, their energy, what they're putting into this connection as far as what they're bringing to the table. And without them taking a deep dive and looking at, you know, themselves through the Hermit eyes, really, and taking some introspective look, this Death card won't happen. And the old self needs to die away in order to move forward, you know. So I do believe this Tower is going to bring this consciousness awareness within this connection that the person needs in order to, I guess, you know, wake up to this connection and what it needs. So that's what I'm seeing for action cards here. Now we will take a look at some charms from your person. But before we do that, we'll pick some love and hope. So love cards are going to speak about what your person loves about either you or this connection. So it could be a trait of yours or something in the connection that your person is drawn to or really likes that's driving them in this connection. Communicate. So they really like how you communicate or how you guys both communicate or work together. So there's been a lot of truths maybe told within this connection. They do really like that. They like the openness within the connection. You know, despite maybe all the feels going on, they do like the honesty that happens. Now let's take a look at these hope cards, and this is areas that your person does not like so much about this connection, or characteristics about you that is maybe driving them away, or that they least like about you or the connection. So Spirit, what do we have here? Religion. So we did see the Hierophant in reverse. I did mention religion. So I mean, religion can very well be religious ways of being, you know, and if religion's not in play here, which it could very well be, I was picking that up for a lot of you guys that maybe, you know, if your person is getting older, maybe they're questioning religion or religious beliefs that they kind of want to abide by. Maybe they're, you know, going into their hermit mode of identifying what's important to them, and maybe having or raising a family in a certain way is important. But if it's not the religion, I get, you know, the Hierophant card here, which is really, you know, a way of life, a being, a social being, something that your person is used to doing or being, or is ingrained into how they are, how they were brought up. And it's really causing issues within this connection because they are not addressing that, you know, there's a healthy point and then there's the unhealthy point. And I do feel like they're teetering, or if not, they're going overboard with the unhealthy side of that whole thing. So we will take a look at messages from your person before we get into the charms and then the advice. So Spirit, can we please get for pile number 2 some messages that their person wants to tell them? If they could tell them anything at all, what would pile number 2's person tell them? I'll pick 3 cards. Those 2 wanted to come out, so we'll pick, oh, and then those 2 want to come out, so we'll do 4. All right, what do we have? Please trust me. Your person's still a little bit blind. They definitely want you to trust them, but I really feel like this is more leaning towards allowing them to drive things in the way that they want. But, you know, it's up to you whether you trust them or not. But I do sense that they're kind of in this protective mode, protective stance, where they don't want to pierce through the area of themselves that actually needs to be reviewed. And they might even be, you know, deterring you away from that in order to bring up other issues, is what I'm picking up from Spirit, or other things in this connection to kind of steer away from really the truth so they don't have to address their issues. That's really what I'm picking up from that one. You are so amazing to me. So yes, they're going to fill you with love and, you know, feels. I was picking that up. Your person's head over heels, fantasizing about you, and but again, we need more than just emotions and feelings in order to make something of this connection. I want you to trust me again. Yeah, so trust is obviously important. That communication card came up that we saw. They like the communication. You know, that's a big driver for them. So maybe they feel like they've lost trust by any sort of action that they might have done in the past here. I cannot wait till the day I can call you mine. So again, the head in clouds, they want to make you theirs, but what, you know, there's no real meat on the bone as far as what I'm seeing them willing to do. Just by saying they love you, they want to be with you. I mean, that's great, but really at the end of the day, they need to take a hard look at the unhealthy part of that reversed Hierophant. And until they do that, you know, the healing really is going to be slow. So the Tower moment most likely will happen, and we'll hope your person does have an awakening to introspectively take a look at some of that behavior. So now we'll take a look at music, which is a shared song that you may have had with your person. Maybe the music or the lyrics are significant. So we have Animals by Maroon 5. Interesting. Your person's drive of wanting that passion to be with you at all costs is really what I was picking up, this animal drive. And I do like this song actually by Maroon 5. You do pick up that, you know, Duran Duran, hungry like a wolf type energy. Your person's obviously very driven to be with you, to get with you, but you know, what are they doing really is my question. So we're going to take a look at charms. And this may be loud, so you might want to turn your volume down, but it's going to give you some reinforcement as to whether this is your person. And all right. Okay, so ooh, we got the Christmas tree again. This came up with number 1, so it could very well be someone here really likes Christmas, or you guys might have met around Christmas time, December, snow time. Exclamation mark. I'm picking that up from this person as very much passion. And here we have the champagne bottle. So again, the 3 of Cups in reverse, maybe a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. I am getting that from this champagne or wine bottle. Paperclip could very well be someone trying to hold everything together. So if your person is, you know, trying to keep everything together right now, they might not be showing it, or they might be, you know, trying to contain themselves and their emotions. That's really what I get from the paperclip. I just feel like your person is kind of distracting themselves with their feelings rather than taking a hard look at what they need to. So we have the number 1 and the number 9 or the number 6. So either 16, 19, 91, or 61 could be significant. Maybe January or June could be significant. We do have the hashtag or, you know, #, which could mean Twitter, but it can just very well just be, you know, signify something within your connection, like a number, something that your person might have a social media presence potentially. And then you. I do feel like your person is all about you. The you could very well be initial in their name, but you is, what I'm picking up, is just you. They're very you focused. So you have a W or an M. So it can very well be me and you. W could be an initial. And then the key. So the key, I do feel like, is a solution. So your person is working on a solution to be with you. The key usually holds a solution, but I do feel like in this case, your person thinks that wanting to be with you is the solution, but there needs to be some actual meat on the bone in order to find a solution to move forward. We have the Lovers and we have the Emperor, and I'm just going to drink some water. All right, so the Lovers card is a choice in love, a decision to be made in love, to choose love. They do feel like they want to make this choice with the Emperor here. Emperor is a very strong, orderly type person. I feel like your person really wants order. They really want to choose this connection, but I also am getting a very stubborn type, authoritarian type attitude. So if you were to point out maybe the drinking, or the lifestyle, or the religion, or the social aspect that's causing the issue, or that's caused the issue, you're going to get this Emperor, this hard Emperor kind of coming back at you despite them wanting to be in this connection. I just feel like with these two still, they're pretty dramatic, you know, like this exclamation mark is very dramatic, social media presence, you know, like hashtag dramatic, hashtag my feelings, hashtag you make me cry, that type of a personality. So that's what I'm getting from these charms here. Hopefully that made sense to somebody out there, but we will get some advice cards. And we'll start with the gratitude cards here. I love these cards so much. Spirit, can we get some advice, gratitude cards here for pile number 2? Oh, relationship. Okay, so the relationship card coming out. I feel like relationship can mean many things. Here, I don't know if that's a dude, but either which way, this is looks like an unconventional type relationship. I just feel like there's a bond that your person and you have that will solidify this relationship, whether it keeps going in the way of romantic or not, that the relationship will always be bonding you guys together. You guys definitely see things in a very unique way. I do feel like you guys kind of speak the same language with communicate coming up. They like the way you communicate. You guys understand each other. So things that might not make a whole lot of sense to a lot of other people. Here they're looking at fantasy land. Both of them kind of looking at this fantasy land, making sense of all this chaos, this, you know, fantasy, this magic, and both understanding what's going on here. So I do feel like that's the bond you guys share, like making sense of all the crazy that maybe you guys have experienced together. And I do feel like this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, the relationship is really what is the takeaway here, that you're able to have someone in your life that you're able to share and understand and communicate and see and be on the same page with this person, despite, you know, where this connection may head. I think is really important. And I do feel like your person wants to be in your life. But obviously they want to be, you know, more in a romantic type feel. But if it ends up being that it's just down a friendship path, that is, you know, going to be something that they would want. They don't want you out of their life. They certainly want you in their life. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So we did get the communicate card. Clearly communication, honesty is very big within this connection. I do feel like either someone lied, there was some lying that happened, and now the communication is very important. You know, but the fact that it says I can expect it from myself, maybe there needs to be some healing in trust again, and learning to trust how to communicate and what each of you guys is saying to one another, you know, because yes, trusting the truth from yourself is one thing, but I think honesty needs to happen collectively within the connection in order for there to be progress and healing made. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up here for pile number 2. And thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you have any questions for me, you can send me an email. My email address is down below. Thank you so much. Love and light. We'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, gorgeous pile number 3s. If you pick this white heart stone, then pile number 3 is your reading. And these are the Guardian of the Night Tarot. And I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry, if you skip the intro. And this reading will be about your person's feelings, their intentions, and their future actions within the connection. We'll be taking a look at some messages, some charms, and then some advice from Spirit. Now, if you are interested in any of the jewelry I am wearing, you can visit me at prairievintagejewelry.com. We are having a back to school special right now, so it is 30% off the jewelry there. Thank you so much. Spirit, please give us concise messages for pile number 3. Thank you very much. I got the Death card. And pile number 3, I am so grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energy today. Thank you so much. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. We got the 3 of Wands upright. Oh, this one wants to come out. We got the Lovers. One more, Spirit. Thank you. And we got the 3 of Swords in reverse, right beside the Lover's card. Okay. Clarify death for a Spirit. We got the 10 of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. We got the Page of Wands. Clarify the 3 of Wands. We've got the 8 of Cups. And clarify the Lover's card. We've got the 2 of Swords. Clarify the 3 of Swords in reverse, Spirit. We got the Magician. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Emperor. Let's move that over. Okay. Give me a minute. So I do see like there's new hope being brought into this connection. So with the energy of the Emperor being the overall arcing energy here, I do feel like your person is wanting to take control of this situation and be a little bit more into what they want to manifest. With the Eight of Cups being the central position, they want to walk away from any sort of unhappiness or emotional disappointments that they've had, and really look to the future, because the Three of Cups can really speak of waiting for the ships to come in, thinking about the future potential within this connection. And it's really, you know, with the Death card speaking of transformation, you know, death of the old. And I really feel like the old is this energy of the Knight of Swords in reverse, where your person might have been hot and cold, kind of coming in and out, not really giving much more than just, you know, driving in and maybe slightly showing you that there's interest, but not really putting any sort of skin in the game, not really showing emotions. So I kind of feel like they want to put an end to that whole thing. The Ten of Cups here, you know, clarifying the Death card. I just feel like in order for them to move towards this Ten of Cups, which is ultimately what they want, which is this emotional fulfillment, you know, they're going to have to drive something forward, right? The Page of Wands speaks of communication, forward drive, coming in and really, you know, being inspired to drive forward. And I do feel like that Ten of Cups is their driving force behind wanting to do away with old energies and leaving sort of any sort of old unfulfilling ways in the past, walking away from that. Now, because we have the Lovers here and the Three of Swords, I do feel like I feel as though they feel if they commit within this connection and have this relationship or, you know, this commitment of love with you, that there's a potential for this Three of Swords to happen. But I think with it being in reverse just speaks of them saying it's worth it. It's not as bad as not making the decision to move forward with the Lovers, with the connection. So if they do experience this Three of Swords at some point in time, it won't be as bad as losing you right now or not giving it a shot, you know. So the Two of Swords definitely speaks of indecision, burying your head in the sand, needing, just gathering information to make a decision. And I do feel like, you know, they will want to move forward, or at least this is how they feel, move forward with the option of choosing this connection despite any sort of heartbreak. Really, by manifesting this with the Magician card, they can manifest this this love or this connection to go how they want it to go by deciding to choose this connection despite potentially experiencing a heartbreak, right? So that's them feeling and looking into what they may feel in the future by deciding to move forward with this connection. So we will take a look at their intentions and see if their intentions match their feelings at all. The Spirit, for pile number 3, what are their intentions? What are pile number 3's person's intentions within this connection? Thank you so much, Spirit, for a concise message. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. One more card. We do have the Moon in reverse. Okay, why is the 5? Ooh, lots of cards here. We won't take that many, Spirit. Let's ask for one card if we can, Spirit, for clarifying this Five of Swords. Can we get clarity on this Five of Swords? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We get clarity on the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. Clarity on the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse. And then for the Moon in reverse, what do we have here for clarification? We have the Two of Wands. Okay. So we have 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. So 5s do speak of changes, and I did feel like at the, you know, how they were feeling was it was time for change, time to walk away from any sort of stress, any sort of emotional unfulfillment. But 5s also speak of challenges, and I am picking up big challenges here with this intentions here. This person just feels like the challenge for them is starting something within this connection that's going to move forward this connection. They feel like they've been so defensive and ignoring their intuition for so long with the Seven of Wands in reverse. I feel like they're going to drop their guard, but when the High Priestess is in reverse, it's like ignoring your intuition or not listening to hidden maybe emotions, but I do feel like there's probably hidden secrets that may cause some grief within this connection, that in order for them to move forward with an offering of something that's gonna, you know, stabilize or ground this connection, they may have to reveal, or they feel they have to reveal some of these secrets. Now, you know, trigger warning for any of you guys, I don't really know. We could get a clarifier, but the secrets, what I feel is this Five of Swords is, you know, a winning at all costs, something that's deceitful or hurting or slighting someone, backstabbing someone. So I do feel like if they've wronged you in the past, they feel like they need to come clean with this Seven of Wands. They're dropping their defensiveness and their guard. But the High Priestess in reverse with the Moon in reverse, the secret's coming to light, you know, and they need to shed some light on maybe some of these secrets or unknowns that have been going on. The Five of Pentacles is really a down and out, left in the cold type. When it's in reverse, I'm just feeling it twice as hard. Like this person really, really, really feels like they don't deserve you, like they don't deserve this connection, until they are able to face what has happened. And maybe some of you guys already know what has happened, but they don't feel like they've fully got the karma or what they deserve in order to move forward or ground this connection, even though their intentions, they want to. They're just still stuck in this very sad state right now, with the Five of Wands as well, reinforcing this Five of Pentacles, both in reverse. This is a very challenging, very depressed, very difficult state that this person is in, that your person is in. And the Two of Wands, speaking of decision, you know, having to decide, but it in reverse is like a block. They're really stuck right now, and if I do move forward to ground this connection, I'm going to have to discuss or let my guard down and address these fears and this, you know, the secret or this unknown. And it could very well be that the unknown for them is, what is this connection about? You know, like, it's scary for a lot of them to follow their intuition, and the unknown is this terrifying thing, and to drop their guard to have that conversation is very scary for them. So I'm feeling for a lot of you guys that may be the case, but I am picking up that there is something that's unknown right now to you that they're wanting to come clean with, or having to come clean with, if they want to move the connection forward. And that's what their intentions are right now. Okay, with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like they're holding back their emotions, or making an emotional offering right now because they are in this challenge state, and they're having anxiety about it, because the Nine of Wands is sleepless nights. Sorry, the Nine of Wands, not the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Wands is the defensiveness, standing their guard, putting up walls, the defensiveness. But I do feel like that's their position, and they'd have to drop their position in order to move forward with this connection. So if your person is acting defensive, if they are guarded, I do feel that there is a lot of anxiety though here with the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands in reverse. That your person is just kind of guarded, but they are contemplating whether it's worth letting their guard down in order to progress. So we'll see with their actions whether they will move forward despite this. Oh, we were going to get, sorry guys, I do want to get a clarifier here for, this was here, for the, which one were we clarifying again? The secrets. Okay. So can we get a clarifier here for the High Priestess in reverse? Spirit. We got the Hierophant in reverse. And then can we get a clarifier here for the 2 of Wands? Got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Can we get a clarifier for the Moon, please? We got the Emperor. Okay. So the Hierophant speaks of higher learnings, you know, could be institutions, religion, people's social structures and way of being. The fact that it's reversed could mean a blockage or an overdoing of a belief or an overdoing of something. The fact that it is with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like ignoring an intuition of maybe something that they know that they should have done that they did not do, or going down the path of something that they felt they've always done in a certain way. So for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up that in order to move forward, they might want you to have a certain lifestyle that maybe that hasn't come up. You know, maybe they don't want to have children. This is just an example. Maybe they don't want a traditional home, or maybe they do want certain traditions. Maybe they want a certain way of life that they haven't really been able to discuss with you or bring up with you. And the fact that the Emperor is clarifying this Moon, it's like they want to face, or they will, you know, this is actions. They're going to face, sorry, is this intentions? Yes, we're still with intentions. They want to face their fears, and they want to face you by having the discussion and bringing order back to this connection by facing what it is that they want to tell you with this Hierophant in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse is like the, can I say bitch on YouTube? I don't know, but that's what it represents. Like this cutting through the bullshit, you know, no nonsense type queen. But this is picking up from their energy, like they feel as though if they tell you or come clean, they're going to get this Queen of Swords from you. But in reverse, it's like this Queen of Swords that's not going to put up with it. You're not going to put up with whatever it is that they're wanting to sell you, I guess, or what they're going to tell you. They're scared that this Queen of Swords is going to come out and, you know, based on what it is that they want to tell you. So it's a decision that they still haven't really fully made, but that they know they're going to have to make at some point. So hopefully that made sense for some of you guys here. Now we're going to pull the action cards to see what they're actually going to do. Spirit, can we get action cards for pile number 3's person and what they're going to do? Future actions for the person for pile number 3. Here, we'll just cut the cards again with some good energy. Okay, so we do have the Chariot in reverse. We have the 2 of Wands coming up again. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles coming up again in the center this time. The Ace of Cups in reverse, and the 8 of Cups again. Now clarifying the Chariot in reverse. We got the 9 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Pentacles, clarifying the 2 of Wands in reverse. We got the 10 of Cups, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. And then for the Ace of Cups in reverse, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse again. And for the Eight of Cups, we got the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so some duplication here from their intentions, but the Chariot in reverse is really speaking of this either too quick of a movement, where things are lopsided or at least not even, and it could be just moving way too harshly or quickly, and just, it could also mean car troubles actually, but I'm just picking up this unbalanced energy from your person, and the fact that it is in their actions card, I just feel like your person understands that in order for them to decide and ground this connection, they're going to have to balance out this connection by being honest and upfront with any sort of fears or anything that they need to tell you to get off their chest. This Two of Wands again speaks of that decision needing to be made. And they do really want to, you know, ground this connection. So based on this, the actions are to ground this connection. And from these cards, I am getting, once they move forward in grounding this connection, this Ace of Cups in reverse speaks of the loss of love that they feel as though will happen based on them grounding it without communicating any of the challenges, I guess, that they've had in this connection. So what that means is that this person doesn't intend on communicating, and if they don't communicate, there will be this loss of love. This loss of love because they need to walk away from pain. This loss of love, this speaks of, you know, not in love, like not an emotional beginning, turning away from love being offered. The Eight of Cups is walking away from that pain. And I just feel like your person wanting to ground it means walking away. And if walking away will ground this connection at a later date, they are okay with it. But to face or to have that communication, I don't feel like your person is going to do based on these cards. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse speaks of maybe a smug type attitude, but not getting one's way. So potentially they wanted to drive this connection, be with you, come clean, but the fact that it's in reverse means they don't really get their way or their wish. And they're having to realize that, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, putting in all that effort in order to benefit from this relationship, they'd have to be open and honest, and to experience this Ten of Cups with you, it's really about how much effort and energy and honesty that they're bringing in, and they'd have to drop their guard. But if they drop their guard, you know, that would mean them being open and honest. But I feel here there's no communication, so they just choose to walk away in hopes that, you know, this connection will eventually take off. But it's not a doing of their own. The King of Wands, even in reverse, kind of solidifies that as well. It's in reverse, so it's just like not really taking action. The King of Wands in reverse is like not stepping up to face the music. They'd rather walk away than face this emotional loss and let down their guard. They do want this Ten of Cups, you know, and they do realize that they're going to have to ground the connection in order to gain their Ten of Cups. And this is how they're going to go about it, their actions. They won't really communicate this hidden fear or this, you know, this secret that they feel they need to, so they can't really fully give themselves in this connection. I hope that makes sense for some of you guys. I still feel like there's maybe something missing, so we'll pull these oracle cards in order to see what Spirit has to say about pile number 3's person and the energy there. Please, Spirit, can we get pile number 3's person's energy and some clarity here? So I do have intuition. And I do have cleanse. do have faith. Intuition and cleanse came out in pile number 1. We have surrender. That's kind of cool. Surrender came out, and then passion. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I do these readings and I'm like, I hope this makes sense for someone out there, because it did feel like something is missing, but it could very well just be the energies right now, because with the intuition and the cleanse coming together, I feel like this person wants to come clean. The intuition is that high priestess again, but it was in reverse. It's like hidden secrets, not listening to intuition, but in order to do so, they want to cleanse themselves and be upfront and honest and address their intuition. And I do feel like it's something that they feel they need to communicate. But before they do so, I just feel like they need to be one with their intuition and cleanse themselves. And they, with the faith they have in this connection, you know, they do feel like if they tell you, they're going to get that, you know, that Queen of Swords in reverse with that they don't want. And they're going to have this faith in this connection. And their faith is really what they hope is the glue that really helps them and surrender this connection, right? Like they don't want to just walk away, but they feel like they have to surrender in order to, for things to work. Okay. So this is them feeling that. If they tell you, they feel they've lost you. If they surrender and walk away and just have faith that eventually you guys will be together without them, you know, addressing their intuition or these hidden secrets, they feel as though this is the best course of action to take. But it's not out of a lack of passion, because the passion's definitely there. You know, I mean, the King of Wands does speak about passion. You know, the fact that it's reversed, I just feel like your person can't let their passion guide them. You know, even though they are passionate, they want to be with you. They want to definitely express themselves and be in this connection. But that would mean getting that Queen of Swords, right? So they'd rather surrender and have faith that this connection will turn out the way they want. So that is your person's energy right now. It doesn't look like too great of an outcome as far as, you know, them stepping forward. But again, energy is fluid, so it could very well change, but that is what I am seeing for your person. Now we will pull some hope and love cards, and the hope cards and love cards really speak about what your person likes and dislikes within this connection. So love here will be what your person either likes about you or likes about this connection. So it could be a trait or something in this connection that is kind of driving them to stay. So ambitious. So I think they like the fact that you are very ambitious and that you're kind of a go-getter. You have a lot of drive. This is something that they admire about you. And for hope, this is something they least like about this connection or about you or the situation right now. Different values. So it could very well be what we were seeing in that High Priestess in reverse. Maybe there's certain values that your person has now that you don't carry. Maybe they're scared to come forward with it because they know that you feel different. And if they share that with you, it might turn you into that Queen of Swords, or that you won't even consider their values. That, again, this is how they're feeling. I don't know if they've communicated it with you, so they'd rather just kind of have faith that eventually the relationship will take off without them communicating what their values are. So maybe some of you guys know. Leave it in the comments if you guys do know what some of that is about, because I am curious. Now, Spirit, can we get some messages from pile number 3's person for pile number 3? If they were to tell them anything, what would pile number 3's person tell pile number 3? All right. 1, 2, 3. Now, we did pick 4 for the other pile, so I'll pick 4 for this pile as well. Even though I was only intending on picking 3, we all got 4 messages. Please trust me, this came up in pile number 2. So your person certainly thinks the best course of action would be, you know, walking away and keeping maybe their values or their secrets or intuition to themselves, and having you trust them and having faith in that. I need to focus on myself right now. So your person potentially will take the time to focus on, you know, what they need to do and what's important to them. I was picking that up with the values card. This card also came out on pile number 2, I believe. I'm scared of rejection. Yeah, it's easier for them to walk away. They are scared of rejection. So if they do confide in you, again, they're scared of that Queen of Swords. I just feel like your person is scared of telling you or, you know, unloading, I guess, some of the truth of how they're feeling right now. So they're really not wanting rejection. So they'd rather walk away than be rejected from you. Because then at least there's still a chance, they feel. I can kiss you for hours. So again, we saw that with the passion card that came up. So despite them, you know, feeling like they have to walk away so they don't feel rejected, they do feel very strongly connected to you passionately. So it's not really a matter of them not wanting to be with you. It's more of a matter of them too scared of the outcome or your reaction to maybe expressing some of this stuff with you. So we will pull a music card here for you and your person and your connection. So this could very well be, well, we got 2. I'll pick the top one. Could very well be significant to you guys, or just the lyrics. You might want to play it later and see if there's any messages in there for you. We got November Rain by Guns N' Roses. I love this song. Yeah, so take a listen to that. Maybe that's significant for you. Now, we will pull some charms and then some advice cards before we close the reading out. So this might get loud. You might want to turn down your volume. All right. We got the Knight of Swords. Ooh, we got quite a bit of tarot here. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the Sun. And we got the Ten of Pentacles. We'll read these as they come up. We got the Queen of Wands. And we got the Four of Cups. And we got the Four of Swords in reverse. We got the Ace of Swords upright. And we got the Page of Swords. Okay, so this does tell a story here. Now, for those of you guys who have been involved in a third party with your person, because I am seeing 2 queens here, your person has had some clarity around which way they want to drive. So the clarity here is, and potentially this may be some of the hidden truths that are coming out, that they decided that whoever they turned down, you know, they are regretting turning down the offer of love. So if they have turned you down to go be with somebody else, they're now regretting it. With this Four of Swords, they're now wanting to, right any wrongs and move past this adversity and come in and communicate to you how they're actually feeling and how they've made this decision. But I really feel like for a lot of you guys, you'd already know about this third party. But that's what I'm seeing with these cards, is that your person now has clarity as to who's going to make them happiest and who's going to provide the best stability moving forward for a connection. And it's whoever that they rejected initially, and now they just want to move forward with that person, and that they do want to communicate this. So whether they communicate it or not, we weren't seeing that with the action cards, but that's certainly something that they want to do. So with the candle here, I do always get, you know, maybe it's the anniversary. Maybe you've been with this person for a year. Maybe it's around their birthday, something significant about a birthday. We have the initials W and M, 2 M's or 2 W's. Maybe someone likes M&M, maybe it's the World Wide Web. We do have 2 here, which number 2 can be important, or the number 20. So February could definitely be important. And then the initials A and Q could be significant as well for you guys. So this is what we have for charms, and we will pull some advice cards. For the first advice cards, we have these gratitude cards, and I absolutely love these cards. Spirit, can we get some advice for pile number 3? So we do have generosity. So for what I was picking up from the cards was with the Queen of Swords that your person might have been fearing. I do feel like maybe if you take a look within, maybe some of you guys aren't being as kind to this person, and maybe they didn't warrant you being very kind, and maybe you've been very guarded and keeping to yourself and kind of more, if I could say the B word on YouTube, with this person. So Spirit's just saying the generosity might change situation here. And if you have been very generous with your person, you might have just stopped being generous, but Spirit's just saying to continue being yourself despite maybe, you know, how this person might have acted, or not necessarily you have to continue being generous with this person, but don't let it kind of harden you as a person. I just feel with this generosity, trying to make the most and give the most despite maybe the situation or the circumstance, because your person is really fearing talking to you maybe about some of their values or some of the things that some hidden knowledge that they might have. And I just feel like your person really sees you as this, they see you on a pedestal, really, like this, you know, very beautiful person. And they do see you as a giving person for sure. So when you are being cold or withdrawn, they just feel like it's a different you. They're not used to that side of you. So they don't know really how to handle it because they really see you in this beautiful light. I'm just picking up from this card, like she just stands right out. So he just feels this generosity from you that, you know, your person would rather you stay and remain this nice, generous type person than convey to you maybe something that might break your heart or that you don't want to hear, and then lose you as a friend or as a person, because they really do respect you and put you on a pedestal. So Spirit's just reminding you about, you know, being loving and having that generous side to yourself, despite maybe communications coming to you that might not be so favorable. And now we have humor here as another guidance card. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So with the generosity, this lighter side of life, I just feel like, you know, your person is, again, whether you are a big B or not, I don't know, but they do feel like the serious side of you. They're kind of scared of you. I do feel this fear, you know, to hear the truth, and maybe you're very no BS type person and you cut through all the BS. And again, Spirit's like trying to bring in some humor, some lightness to the situation, that even if, let's say, the connection doesn't work out, to have this person in your life to be, you know, would be a positive blessing. And also, you know, that you guys potentially have a great time together, that there is a lot of laughs and a lot of humor. So, you know, why not enjoy the humorous side with your person? So this is what I'm picking up for the advice cards. If you guys were not resonating with this reading, I know it was a little bit different for sure. Check out pile number 1 or pile number 2. But yeah, all 3 readings kind of had a different vibe for me anyways. But leave a like if this did resonate. I'm most curious to hear what you guys have to say. So if you want to leave a comment,